The first day after a title update is always really interesting for my franchise series because sometimes it just feels like the difficulty gets artificially harder or easier sometimes. These are the updated sliders. I've showed these 1,000 times, yet people still keep asking because they don't watch the videos through to their completion. So that's where that is. And if you are interested in more settings, I will update you as the series goes along. You just have to actually watch the videos. I know, crazy. But week 5. Falcons, Bears. It'll be an interesting one. Also, update on my draft class. The draft classes have been broken. I've tweeted about them. If you're ever asking for updates, Twitter's a good place to go. Search for what you're looking for. I've mentioned it several times. But I think I'm going to be making an updated draft class for 2024. I think. I'm not fully committing to it. We'll see what happens. But week 5, Falcons, Bears. We'll check the injury report quickly because we know Cordero Patterson is dealing with a torn labrum. He's going to be out for quite a while. I thought at first that his season would be over because this is like kind of an injury that can kill your season. Christian Gonzalez tore his labrum here in real life, unfortunately. So really promising rookie. I think he's a fantastic player even already. For the Bears, Gervon Dexter, Gary Rudd injured. Not really too significant of injuries for Chicago. So the rest of their team is pretty much going to be completely healthy, but they're not all that good. That's the big thing. They have Amari Cooper, of course, Tremaine Edmonds, because I think we played the Bears last season. And did they have Amari Cooper? You know, maybe they didn't. I know he would have signed in the offseason. Okay, I thought maybe they traded for him. That does happen sometimes in simulation, but no. So they signed Amari Cooper, Tremaine Edmonds, DJ Moore, Eddie Jackson. So the offense, like, there are some players. Will Justin Fields actually play well today? That'll be what we end up finding out. I feel like we played the Bears last season. I guess they just wouldn't have had Amari Cooper at the time. There also is this new X-Factor ability called Angry Runs, and there might even be more. It's on the main menu. Derrick Henry has it. As far as I can tell, it's not in franchise. You can't equip it in franchise. I don't understand that. If somebody from EA is watching this, am I missing something? What's going on? Are the new X Factors not in franchise? That seems pretty stupid to me. Weekly strategy, we're just going to go with what they have. See what ends up happening as a result. I've already completed the drills for our focus players. Everyone keeps asking why Desmond Ridder is not a focus player. I'm not sure if he's the guy. I'm really more focused on the rookies and developing them. So Ridder, to me, right now, even after a great game last week, still kind of in that bridge quarterback territory where I'm not just developing him to be the guy. I would rather develop other players. I understand, like, yes, there are some physical tools there that are quite good. His accuracy's bad. If I make him a focus player, I could get him better quicker, but I'm just not sure that he's the guy. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And the rookie tight end, Neil Madsen, with an upgrade. His run blocking's good, but his impact blocking and lead blocking are bad. Doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. We're going to upgrade vertical threat, though. I think some blocking's going to get upgraded alongside, but I'd also like him to be just a really good route runner. And the +3 to medium route running, +1 to short route running, it's a pretty nice upgrade. So I think that's going to be a new threshold. So his medium routes might be next level right now. We'll see. Monday Night Football here in Chicago, Illinois at Soldier Field. Kyle Pitts. Great game last week. I know we never throw it to him, but he had 119 yards. It's amazing he was able to do that on no targets. But our offense looked a whole lot better than they have. We're 2-2, looking to go above 500, I believe for the first time this season. I think we've been even at 500 a couple times now, yet I don't think we started 1-0. Although we may have. I don't know. It's either to the first or second time. Doesn't matter a lot whether we were 1-0 or 0-1. Not really, because we're 2-2 right now. We're fighting for that third win. We'll see if we can do it. Bears, Falcons. Let's get a win. And we are underway. Monday Night Football. This could be a tough task. The Bears have a number of players on offense that are going to be tough to defend. Justin Fields is one of those guys, even if he struggled at times in his real NFL career, although had a fantastic game against the Broncos, which they ultimately lost. We have the Bears in these orange alternate uniforms. I think they look really good in the game. I don't love the way they look in real life. There's just something about the helmet that I don't like, but in game, I do like it. And orange is my favorite color, so I just think it looks so good in the game. Just, I don't know, it just doesn't have that same aspect in real life for me. This one's coming back, though. Herbert had a nice gain, but a holding from Cole Kmet makes it 1st and 12. So we'll redo the down, back them up a couple of yards, and we'll see if they still want to run out of this. And they do. Deshaun Humphrey's kind of bodied out of the way. Still fighting is Khalil Herbert. He's still on his feet. It's a 20-yard pickup for Herbert, who would not be denied. They're going to run the ball again, and we're just being blocked out of the play. Khalil Herbert is a man on a mission today. Just 2 touches, already near 50 yards, and the Bears into the green zone. Inside the 30. I'd like to just play bend but don't break defense. We've already bent quite a lot. Now we need to not break. And we'll see how we can get that done. Read option. Get to the outside. Fields is too fast. Richie Grant trying to save a touchdown. Fields dives into the end zone for 6. Bears on the board early. I don't know. We just sucked on that drive. Pretty much all there is to it. The Bears, did they even attempt to pass? I'm not sure that they did. I think it was 3 plays, all runs, and we didn't come close to stopping them. We had a hold. That was nice. Backed him up just 2 yards. Didn't seem to matter. Took them, what, a minute and 5 seconds to get 6 points on the board? All right, we got to be better. 4 plays, 66 yards, 2 minutes. That's right. We're not playing 8-minute quarters. We're playing 9-minute quarters. Okay, so offense is going to have to do a lot today, because our defense doesn't seem like they're going to do anything. Although I'm pretty sure we do have a boost. I think our offensive line and Desmond Ridder have boosts because of last episode. Ridder had a great game, had 3 touchdown passes, probably a career high. And the offensive line, I think, is going to be able to hold their blocks for longer. And I think Ridder has more accuracy. So we could look to throw the ball a little bit more or run it when you have Bijan Robinson, who gets 10 plus. 1st and 10. They have momentum. We already seem a little bit confused on what's going on. Drake London with a patented drop. He had one last week. It seems like he has one every week. Jadeveon Clowney injured on the play. Dude, I don't know. It's just too many mistakes. All the time. Too many mistakes. We just got to throw to this guy. He never makes a mistake. It's Bijan Robinson. Gets 19, this time through the air. They go back to the ground. There's Bijan. Dragged down from behind. Otherwise, we were one-on-one there. I think if we could have got to the outside, might have been 6. But great play from the defensive lineman to wrangle Bijan. Make sure he can't really do much. 2nd and 7, still from the logo. Wide open is Drake London, and he drops it again. There's a penalty. We'll get a roughing the passer. What is, dude, Drake London, what are we doing? Do they have something that makes us drop the ball more? No. Away team offensive player can be incorrect. Yeah, we're experiencing that right now. And away team's kicking meter moves faster on the downswing. I noticed that on the kickoff. Drake London has 2 drops. The first one, like, all right, whatever. That's last one. Inexcusable. How are we supposed to trust throwing him the football when he can't catch the ball absolutely wide open? Tremaine Edmonds, that's a great tackle in space. We're going to throw the tight end, Madsen. And that pass is broken up, incomplete. I felt like it actually may have hit him in the hands. Something happened where he wasn't able to bring it down. And it is 3rd and 9. I'm struggling here because our play art keeps changing all the time. I'm not really sure, you know, who's running which route. It's not going particularly well, but we're going to take off with Ridder. And we have space here. A block on the outside, and Ridder ducks out of bounds after 15. That's what we needed. Listen, I think they were playing man coverage across the board. Everybody seemed pretty covered. Can't rely on any of these receivers to catch the ball anyway. So we might as well take off with our quarterback and move the chains on the ground. 1st and 10, going from the gun. No running back. Empty backfield is Jonnu Smith, the recipient of that throw from Desmond Ridder for 8 yards. 2nd and 2, bring out Bijan Robinson. Let's run the football. Gotta watch out for Tremaine Edmonds, but we can take advantage of these other backers. And there goes Bijan up the middle. Edmonds dragged him down, and Pike was also there for the stop. 3rd and 1. I do kind of like the idea of Tyler Algier being in the game here. They don't want me to run the football. I don't really get why. It's 3rd and 1 from the 6. We are going to run the football. There's Algier. One-on-one. Goes right through Eddie Jackson. And we're going to be tied up in Chicago. Good drive. We had some moments there where we made some mistakes with some drops. We had a hold, right? We had a 3rd and super long as a result. But you know what? We persevered. We got it done. Now, the roughing the passer certainly helped. I'm not going to say it didn't. But you know what? That's football. We're just going to get blocked a ton today. 3 rushes, 58 yards for Khalil Herbert. I mean, they keep suggesting that we go to nickel packages, and when they spread it out wide, it's really tempting to do that. But we just can't let them continue to run the ball down our throat. We have no answer for this at the moment. That's a great stop by the rookie Kyrie Yankee out of Notre Dame, by the way. Tracking Khalil Herbert way down the field. But it keeps suggesting nickel, dime. Get me in something with more linebackers. I usually don't like to choose my own formation because I act like it's an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. But they're running the ball relentlessly. We're like, how about more DBs? How about more linebackers? So we actually might be able to stop the run like we did just there. Fire the DC, please. 2nd and 10. Read option, get to the outside. Jesse Bates can't wrap him up. Graves diving at nothing. Fields' legs taken out by Richie Grant, but it's another 1st down for Chicago. We are really struggling to stop the run here. Whether it's Khalil Herbert or Justin Fields, you know, they get into this area of the field, and it's going to be guaranteed points. As down goes Fields, it's Troy Anderson screaming off the edge. I think Grady Jarrett is going to get credit for half a sack as well. He's rocking the baby, celebrating. Didn't really do a whole lot there. As we're going to go back to coach suggestions. Yeah, 2nd and 18. Let's go to a 4-3 there. They're definitely not going to pass the football. End of the 1st quarter. Weird one. The Bears -1 passing yards, but are already well over 100 on the ground. Our defense has not shown up at all. Is it play action? It is. We can't get to Fields. He's going to take off. Send somebody after him. I hit right stick in. Fields tabletopped by Deshaun Humphreys, but holds on to the football. I hit right stick in to send somebody after the quarterback, and they just did not. So, whatever. 3rd and 4. We're going pass commit here. We're going to try to take away the throw from Justin Fields. He's going to throw. Bates in coverage. What do you expect? I know man coverage, safety on a receiver. It's a tough task, tough responsibility. Do it, though. You're Jesse Bates. You're supposed to be one of the best safeties in the league. And for us, he's one of the worst as Herbert finds the end zone. Bears score again. I mean, should we just come out with 10 defensive linemen and then 1 linebacker? Should we go field goal block? Might be the only thing we can do to stop the run right now. Bears are just relentless at the moment. Rashid Shaheed with space. He's finding room. Rashid Shaheed's got to outrun Fairbairn. And there goes Rashid Shaheed. Instant strike back. Instant tie ball game. Rashid Shaheed kick return touchdown out of nowhere. Gotta love it. 14-14. Now our defense is going to be gassed. And they got to go right back out onto the field. That's the only downside of that. I'm liking that we're tied, but our defense, I mean, they're gassed. They're struggling. They're not good at all, apparently. And the Bears are taking full advantage of it on the ground. They can't throw the ball at all. Pretty much. Except for when Jesse Bates is in coverage. But running the ball, I mean, 6 rushes for 82 yards and a touchdown, just not going to cut it. Read option, Caden Ellis all over Fields. He loses a couple. We finally were able to stop something. Everyone crashed inside to take care of Khalil Herbert. And, like, I get it, right? I get it. But Caden Ellis wisely kind of reads Justin Fields on the play, gets outside, and takes down Fields before he can cause any real damage. And then Jesse Bates does the same. taking out the legs of Justin Fields. Finally, Jesse Bates does something. 3rd and very long, and we're going to play very conservatively. Let's go ahead, cover the sticks here, and not let them convert on 3rd and long. Fields under pressure, down he goes, Grady Jarrett again. This time a solo sack for Jarrett. He goes up to 1.5 on the game, and that is the first time our defense has done anything. If we can force Justin Fields to throw, it's going to be a long day for Chicago. That's what we have to do. Just stack the box on early downs and just drop everybody back on 3rd and long. If we can get to 3rd and long, they're not going to be able to convert. And it's tough for any team to do that, right? But Justin Fields has kind of been panicking under pressure, and we got to keep him in that kind of mode of panic. Play action. Nobody bites on it. We're going to dink down to Kyle Pitts. He stiff arms a guy, dives, and gets the first down. Kyle Pitts making something out of nothing. You know, we were guaranteed, what, 2 yards on that play? Turns it into 7 and a fresh set of downs. Definitely appreciate that. 1st and 10, Bijan back in, going play action again. And we're going to go down the field for Madsen. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. I'm fine with that. Throw out of the back of the end zone. Can't be intercepted, whatever. We'll take a shot down the field every once in a while. Especially, Madsen's got 88 speed. Pitts has like 90 speed. These are tight ends. If we can get them matched up against linebackers, that's where we're going to be able to really cause some damage. And we're going to be under pressure. Ritter can't get it away, and we're sacked. Derek Nottie into the backfield. And now we're looking at 3rd and long. Good coverage from what I could tell by Chicago. I mean, this is pretty much arm punt territory. If we can just get the ball deep down the field, we're going to see what we can do. Peoples-Jones burns, and Ritter throws past him. The problem with that is you have to precision pass down the field. Otherwise, it's going to be underthrown and intercepted. That's just what it is in the game. So we had to precision pass there. We had perfect accuracy. I guess we just let it too far, and Donovan Peoples-Jones didn't have the speed to catch up to it. Really unfortunate. I thought things worked out pretty well. You know, Donovan Peoples-Jones was able to win at the line against a pretty good press corner, and just the pass couldn't hit him. Fields already looking to scramble. Crash down on him. That was Frankie Louvu and company bringing down Justin Fields. 3rd and 9. This is what I was talking about. Get Fields into these uncomfortable situations, right? Play the sticks. Pass commit. I forget how to do it. Muscle memory did not kick in, and we left the middle of the field wide open. A little bit discombobulated there. Couldn't figure out what to do. And that's going to be DJ Moore. They've got a good receiving core. Mooney, Moore, and Cooper. Yet they can't really throw the ball. And we just gave that to them. 2-minute warning. We're sending some heat. We're pressing. We're going to force that ball out quickly. And they're going to go deep. A.J. Terrell beat! And DJ Moore catches it inside the 10. Man, it's crazy when you have one of the best corners in the league play like one of the worst. This guy gets torched every freaking week, dude. Just throw a deep ball on A.J. Terrell, and you're probably going to have pretty good success. Absolutely insane. Bears now in the low red zone. We got to condense the field a little bit more. That's for sure, because I think they're just going to run down our throat here. No, they're going to choose to actually throw. Fields toward the end zone. Had an open receiver, but fires incomplete. That's not defensive pass interference. The ball's in the stands at that point. How could that possibly be pass interference? A fan was taking it home. Jesus Christ. That's an insane call. Absolutely insane. Kyrie Yankee doesn't care, though. The rookie out of Notre Dame into the backfield. TFL, our 2nd round pick, one of a couple, alongside the tight end from Utah, Neil Madsen, coming in and making a really nice play there. And we're going to need more of that. This still could be a run. It even could be read option. We're going to read the quarterback here. We're going to try to shoot a gap. Here's a run. Herbert just found space. I think it actually was read option. Bears decided to go to Khalil Herbert and found the end zone. We'll have a minute. 3 timeouts. See if we can get at least a field goal before the half. I think it's enough time. We just can't make mistakes, and we need to take advantage of hopefully some in their secondary. Get a big play or two. Who wants to get open? Who wants to make a play? We're rolling out, throwing. Kind of just ran into pressure there. That's an interception. I keep forgetting that that route isn't actually a drag. That's on me. I forgot what play it was. You know, you hit right trigger to see what the play is, and they show you the wrong thing. And then we have what I thought was a drag throwing underneath, get led right into coverage, and we throw an interception. Totally my fault. I just forgot what the play was, or forgot what that route in particular was. I thought it was just like an in or a quick drag or something, but untimely interception to say the least. I hate that play. I need to get it out of the playbook. I wish that was an option. Just don't let me ever pick it again. It's so annoying. 3rd and 4. Blitzed our safeties and I guess hopefully forced an errant throw. I don't know. See, I wanted to blitz the safeties off the bat, and then I tried to press my corners, and my safeties backed up, which doesn't make any sense if we're going to send our safeties, and they're going to fake it. Fake field goal try from the Bears. I mean, they had the opportunity to take the lead and went for a fake field goal. No, they already have the lead. It's 21-14. What am I talking about? They had the opportunity to extend it to 2 scores. Chose not to do that. I don't know. There's chaos here, but if you're going to blitz your safeties, as I was saying earlier, they got to be up near the line. You don't want them running 15 yards off the ball trying to get to the quarterback. Completely defeats the purpose of a blitz. Read option with Ritter. He actually breaks a tackle and then loses a couple. I thought that was inside zone. So kind of surprised to see Ritter keep that, to be honest. But we're not going to really try to score here. So we're going into the half, down in the game. Yeah, I mean, bad half. Made a couple big plays, mostly bad stuff. Defense was bad. Offense really couldn't get a lot going. Down 21-14, need wholesale changes in the second half if we're going to have a chance. We've been completely annihilated on the ground, and we really can't get much going on offense ourselves. You know, if we didn't have that touchdown from Rashid Shaheed on the kickoff, I mean, we'd just be in huge trouble right now. Here we go, second half. Gotta play better, hit the reset button a little bit. We're gonna defend the inside run. That is the focus here in the second half, and we have to, because we have just been brutalized and abused by this Bears offensive line and Khalil Herbert. That cannot happen in the second half if we're gonna find a way to win this game. The Bears have 150 more total yards of offense than we do. We gotta get it going on the ground as well. Get Bijan Robinson the football. Start actually moving the ball. He's got 7 carries. He's had a decent game so far, but it's got to be better. Give him more touches and just... I don't know if the Bears can match up, truthfully. Or maybe they can. This Pike guy looks like the best player of all time. Another stop from him. Didn't ever even try to run there. He just shed the block instantly. And it's 3rd and 4. And now I feel like we're almost forced into a passing situation. And we'll see if we can end up moving the chains. We're going to throw to Kyle Pitts. He makes the catch and gets the first down. Just the 4th completion of the game for Desmond Ritter. A couple drops in there haven't helped him, but it's been rough trying to throw the ball. And I feel like the receivers aren't getting a ton of separation either. I could miss a guy, right? I'm human. And on the bigger screen that I play on, I really have to look to the left, look to the right, actually go through progressions. And that can be a little bit difficult sometimes, especially with pressure. Got to be aware of a lot of different things. So we're going to run the ball on 2nd and 9. We need blocks, and we got him. Get to the outside, Algier. Back to the inside. Edmonds wraps him up, but it's a nice play. One of our best runs of the game. 1st and 10 from the logo. Got decent blocks, but just really couldn't do much with them. 2nd and 6. I feel like a good time for play action. We're not going to run it. We are going to throw deep to Kyle Pitts. Down the field. We got him. Pitts diving end zone. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. Throw it up to your big-bodied receiver. And when he runs as fast as this one does, he's going to get wide open sometimes. Complete coverage breakdown from the Bears. And that's as easy of a touchdown as you're really ever going to find. Pitt's momentum was carrying him out of bounds. Had to dive across the pylon to get credit for that score, so we don't have to go 4th and short from like the goal line or something and you know, risk getting stopped for a 2nd, 3rd down. But it is 21-all. Great start to the second half for us, and the Bears complete breakdown in the secondary. I don't know what was going on. Read option, we're all over it. Look at Richie Grant. Another TFL from our secondary. I think we have maybe at least 2, maybe 3 from our secondary in this game. Linebackers and defensive line could only wish to be that good. This is read option again. We didn't read it well, but Fields didn't either. Ebiketie got turned around. May have actually hit Fields, but I think it was Kyrie Yankee who ended up making that play. Take another look at it here on the play that set up 3rd and 12. Read option. Ebiketie completely crashed towards Herbert, tried to make an adjustment, and then he got fooled again. Kind of saw Fields had the ball and go, I don't care. I'm going to follow Herbert anyway. Just completely ran away. And then Fields, with, I mean, maybe 20 yards of space, just goes, I don't feel like it either. I'm going to run just towards where the people are, because this game sucks. And, yeah, it should have been a massive play for Chicago, but, I mean, the gameplay is bad. And the CPU run logic is still really stupid. Even though they said they fixed it, clearly not. Deshaun Humphreys hit Justin Fields first. Couldn't end up making the tackle. Frankie Louvu gets a sack. Big play to force 4th and 23. And Gillikin will be out for the punt. We'll have great field position. And hopefully we can make something of it. Rashid Shaheed already a touchdown in this game. See if he can add a punt return touchdown to the kick return touchdown. And he cannot. Pitts wide open. Turn up the field. There goes Kyle Pitts. I mean, we probably just should throw it to him every play. Why go to Drake London when he drops the ball? Why go to Neil Madsen when he's not as good as Kyle Pitts? Why go to Donovan Peoples-Jones when we're going to overthrow him? Just throw the ball to Kyle Pitts every play. And Bijan didn't pick up Trevis Gibson on the rush. So that's just a really annoying sack to take, as Jeff Okudah has broken his thumb. I just don't get why Bijan doesn't pick up anybody here. I just couldn't with the play action. All right. Caleb McGarry, piss poor effort as usual. That's annoying. 2nd and 17. Bijan wide open. Just got to throw to him more often. Got all those yards back and more from before the sack. Nice pickup from Bijan, who is a weapon in the passing game. Got to utilize that more. And that way Tremaine Edmonds really can't factor as much. Here's Bijan up the middle. Still on his feet. Finally goes down at the 27. Hasn't been a fantastic day running the football for Bijan. Algiers been a bit of a different story, but had space there. Not the speed to hit it, unfortunately. Derek Nottie making another play. And it's 3rd and 3. 21-21 in a good spot. We're going to run the ball. And find space. Bijan is stopped. 4th and 1. Tried to change direction. Do we bring out Young Wei Koo? We don't try a whole lot of field goals. And I don't think we're going to here at Soldier Field. We're going to look to run the football. You know, not only is there a lot of wind here, they call Chicago the Windy City for a reason. There's also their away team's kicking meter moves faster on the downswing. I don't want to deal with that. We're going to run the ball. We got Bijan Robinson. We're going to run behind our left side, and we're going to get the first down. Bijan one-on-one, real close to the line to gain, and he got it. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Staying aggressive, getting it done. We got to take the lead now. 4th quarter, let's take the lead. We're throwing to Kyle Pitts, or a lucky fan. Ritter misses wildly. Trying to do that precision passing. Not very precise. Or I'm just very bad at it. Probably a bit of both. 2nd and 10, we're going to spread them out. Jesus. 3rd and 10. What can we do here? We're going to roll out. I want to throw it to Kyle Pitts. Get up the field, Bijan. We're going to throw to Pitts anyway. Sideline. Made the catch at the 1. Wow, Kyle Pitts tiptoeing out of the end zone. Kept his feet in bounds. Didn't score. Ritter under pressure with a dart right on that pylon. And Kyle Pitts knocked out at the 1. He definitely got the feet down. That is a really, really nice play when things just didn't really seem to be going our way on that one. 1st and goal from the 1. Pounded in. And there's Bijan Robinson juking right through a hole into the end zone. Big touchdown, Atlanta. We needed it. Bijan finds the end zone. Blocking worked out enough. We've really kind of struggled to run the ball. I keep trying, as I've mentioned. Been a couple nice plays, but a lot of just being stopped for, 1, 2, 3 yards, sometimes even getting tackled for loss. But we take the lead nonetheless. It really just came down to Ritter making that throw. We were under pressure, playing a little bit of recess football, trying to navigate people. And Kyle Pitts ends up working back towards the quarterback, Ritter. We were able to throw it under pressure, and Ritter thankfully threw an accurate enough ball where, Pitts was able to stay in bounds, make the catch despite a defender right on him. And we have the lead. Haven't had that a lot today, if at all. So it's nice to finally get it. And if we can force Chicago to think that they have to throw the ball, I think we're going to be really successful. Now, they can still run it. We'll see if they choose to down in the game without the lead. And under pressure is Fields, only in his own mind. No pressure at all. Runs right into the sack. Arnold Ebiketie says, "Thank you. I appreciate you." And Fields is panicking under pressure. The lights are far too bright. And it's 2nd and long. Fields takes off. Somebody get after him. Big hit, Caden Ellis. Fields eats it. Gets right back up. 3rd and 5. We're blitzing. Quick throw out. That's the risk you run when you blitz. Herbert breaks a tackle and is still going. Finally wrestled down at the 41. We sent a lot of pressure. That's kind of where you hope that Khalil Herbert stays in the block, but he got out. Fields was able to get the ball to him. I like the idea of putting Justin Fields under pressure, but they just made a play. Fields, again, under pressure in his own mind. I think that's Kyrie Yankee, the rookie out of Notre Dame, having a nice one. Has a tackle for a loss, now adds a sack. 2nd and 14. If we can just make Justin Fields think he's going to be under pressure, we've won the game. Read option. Get outside, Richie! Being really, really dangerous there, leaning to the inside. You got to hold the contain. You can't let him get outside. It would have been a touchdown. Thankfully, the CPU run logic is super stupid, and Fields can't go anywhere. 3rd and 13. Play defense. Cole Kmet, late release. We're not going to worry about him. He's lobbing it. Mike Hughes gets a hand on it. Playing for the injured Jeff Okudah. And stops the Bears from converting, and they're forced to punt from the 44. That's great defense. They get into Atlanta territory. You think that, this is looking like another one of those Bears drives that we've seen. Just run the ball. But guess what? We force Fields to throw, and when that happens, you're seeing the result. Nice play, and let's run it out. There goes Bijan. We got some space. Makes somebody miss. He makes 2 miss. Jalen Johnson might have saved a touchdown. Either way, it would have been a massive play if he wasn't in the picture. But we needed that. Play action. Bears not biting on it. We're throwing for Pitts. Sideline. Feet inbounds again for Kyle Pitts. Oh my goodness. So nimble on the sideline. He looks like a slot receiver, and that's why we're playing him in the slot. Great route, wide open, and look at the sideline awareness. Drags the toes. Move the chains. I mean, Chicago's going to challenge it. I think we're going to move the chains here, though, but worth a challenge at this stage in the game. The question's going to be, did that right foot drag while he had possession? I think the answer is yes. As I mentioned, worth it for the Bears to challenge. You can't go home with them. And if you think, okay, if we don't convert there, we have a really good chance to stop them. But also, the other way of looking at that is you might need that 3rd time out. And they didn't get it. Bijan Robinson, gain of, they're going to call it 10. He's actually going pretty close to 100 yards, as we are now at 100 team rushing yards for the game. Bijan in the zone as well. Kyle Pitts in the zone. Our offense finding life in the 4th quarter. I thought this was a run. He's going to throw to Bijan, and he drops it. Okay. 2nd and 10 play action, not fooling the Bears. We're throwing to Pitts again, and Kyle Pitts continues to wreak havoc on the Bears secondary. Jalen Johnson with the tackle, but Kyle Pitts having a huge game. I know we never throw it to him. It's amazing we're managing to do this. The ball just teleports into his hands. Kyle Pitts continues to dominate. We're going to run the football. I thought we had blocks. Bijan falls forward for 2. Going to be 2nd and goal. I think we just keep the ball on the ground here. Tyler Algier looking for a TD. And he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tyler Algier, vulture of the Bijan Robinson TD. But he's our power back. He comes in these situations and he manages to get the score. Big celebration, doing a little jig. And we're celebrating as we are looking right at another win. Just got to hold on defensively. It's going to be 35-21, really, really dominating the second half. Bears going to have to step it up. 3 minutes to score multiple touchdowns and nearly an interception for Fields. Only 6 completions for him over the duration of this game. He's going to need to probably double that if the Bears want a chance to win, and we're going to go pass commit the entire game. See if Chicago can do anything, and that's a ton of space. How is Cole Kmet that wide open? We have a corner in coverage on him. Mike Hughes can't keep up with Cole Kmet. Is that a joke? Man coverage. And that is wide open on the wheel. Fields misses him. Amari Cooper had space. Fields will check down. Caden Ellis right there. Can't wrap up. Ebiketie can't either. Bates diving. Can't make the tackle. What did Khalil Herbert eat this morning? A fistful of steroids? I know it's you inject that in your ass, but he did something, dude. Now, Khalil Herbert's been a problem. Herbert has been quite good. And yeah, just run away from coverage there to Deshaun Humphreys. Run away from the tight end. That makes sense to me. Bears are moving the football a little bit, but it's Khalil Herbert. Nice check down, keep him in bounds. It takes time off the clock. Chicago's still with 2 timeouts, but they are not in a good spot right now. We're still killing it. And that is wide open. Touchdown, Bears. It's Marco Colbert. I believe a rookie tight end here in 2024. It was a good drive. Onside kick attempt for Chicago. If we recover this, it's pretty much game over. And it's our fullback, the rookie, Espinoza. George Espinoza with the recovery. And a first down guarantees the win. The Bears can stop the clock twice. Points of any kind for us would win the game as well. And we're pretty much in field goal range. But Bijan is tackled for a loss. There goes the X-Factor ability. We're going to keep the ball on the ground, though. Got to burn those timeouts. We're going to try to find space. There goes Bijan Robinson. Multiple jukes and gets the first down. But tragedy in Chicago. Kyle Pitts holding his arm. Tell me he's all right. He looks okay. I don't know what that is. He does look okay. He's going to be off the field for the rest of the game. We are in victory formation. We had to use a timeout there as an injury timeout. Just a bruise for Kyle Pitts, but he's going to be done. Bears call their final timeout, but that should do it here in Chicago. Kind of a gritty win. We didn't look great the entire way through, but we did enough. Final kneel down. That is the ball game. Love to see it. You know, what's troubling about that is that, you know, the Bears are not particularly good. And it was really a challenge to even compete with them. Ritter goes 10 for 20 for 188 yards and a touchdown. Stupid pick for me. Thankfully, it didn't really end up hurting us at all. And then rushing, Bijan ends up 19 carries for 80 yards. Could have been worse. Touchdown for him. Justin Fields had a nice game, but this guy should have had the ball a lot more than he did. Khalil Herbert, 9 carries, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Broke 8 tackles on 9 attempts. 3 runs of 20-plus yards. Just ridiculous. 2 touchdowns for Tyler Algier, by the way. And then receiving, Pitts goes 7 for 140 and a touchdown. 2 drops from Drake London. He ends up with a goose egg. Touchdown for Khalil Herbert. He was also 2 for 57. Just crushed it. Bijan 2 for 40. Did have a drop. But yeah, we didn't really have a lot of receivers catch the ball today. But we only needed the one. Kyle Pitts with a dominant performance. And then Kyrie Yankee. 3 TFLs, a sack. What a game from Kyrie Yankee. Definitely his best performance as a rookie so far this season. He has been Quiet at times. He's a defensive tackle. That's the life of an interior defensive lineman unless you're Aaron Donald or Chris Jones, pretty much. But Grady Jarrett had a nice game, 1.5 sacks. 3 TFLs for Yankee, though. Yeah, I think the team just really started firing on all cylinders in the second half. Matthew Bergeron with a rare skill point. I'd like to get pass protector upgraded for him. Our offensive line, if they could just give us a little bit more time, maybe Ritter might look a little bit better passing. Wow, Jeff Okudah is going to miss 5 weeks. That is a brutal loss. If we place him on IR, when is he eligible to return? In real life, it's 4 weeks, I believe. Is it 4 weeks in Madden? I don't want to risk putting him on IR and then losing him for the season, so I'm not going to do that. I don't trust this game. I don't trust them to get anything right. So we're just going to go ahead and simulate here and advance to week 6. We have a breakout linebacker challenge. We have a breakout DB challenge. Very interesting. 3-2 against 3-2. Panthers, Falcons. That'll be the next episode. Offense looks pretty good, pretty healthy. I'd love to be able to try that new X Factor on Bijan. We know Kyrie Yankee has star. Deshaun Humphreys has star. Always hoping for a higher dev trait, just not getting them this time around. But he's had a great season. He's already up to basically a 76 overall. 1,000 more XP, and he's there. Yeah, he's good. Tackling, block shedding could use a bit of work. Where's block shed? 71, 72. He's good, could be better. And then Kyrie Yankee, I mean, really, really nice game for him. He was our second pick in the second round. He's already a 77 overall. That's the number 27th ranked defensive tackle in the league. Block shedding could be better. Power moves could be better as well, but it's not bad. Strength is already at or near the top of the league. And in fact, if we sort by strength for defensive tackles in the NFL here, I would be willing to bet that Kyrie Yankee's 95 is within the top 3. I don't know that for a fact, but I think it's going to be pretty close if it's not number 1, and maybe even number 1 in the entire league. So we have had some boosts here. Vita Vea 98, 97, and then there are a couple with 96, but okay. Kyrie Yankee is joint 4th highest rated at 95. A couple of interesting players. Superstar Kalen Clement, rookie. Don't remember him in the draft. And Dion Pryor does have hidden dev. 6'1", 330. Has 96 strength. Not nearly as good as Kyrie Yankee, but slightly stronger apparently. We'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.